morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day here in Canada, Ottawa, Canada. It's July 26th. I'm at the airport and I'm just heading to my gate number 16 to get onto my first flight of 3 flights to, of 4 flights to get back to Phra Province, Thailand, to my beloved Katai. There's first flight is going to be an hour and 20 minutes to Toronto. It'll be economy. Second flight will be from Toronto, and after sitting there for 2 hours, we'll go to Japan. It's premium economy.
This is the final boarding call for Air Canada Flight 447 to Toronto. All customers.
That's not me. I still have 20 minutes. And the flight after that will go from Toronto to Japan, from Japan to Bangkok. I'll get there sometime tomorrow. So I'm now in Toronto. First leg finished. This may or may not be important or knowledgeable to some people, but I have to make my way to E79. I'm still in D, but I have 2.5 hours to get there, so no problem so far. Toronto Pearson Airport is it's a pretty big airport. It's not as big as Savannah, but there's a fair amount of walking involved. So I'm going to find my next gate, make myself comfortable, and wait till the next flight. Next flight, of course, is to Narita, Japan. It will be 13 hours long. Luckily, I'm going premium economy, and I have a little wider seat, and it reclines a little bit better, and a little bit better food. I could have upgraded to business class for a meager $1,200. I passed on that. Just a little adventure. Not exactly sure, but some artist's idea. We can walk through and have an echo. Isn't that interesting? There we go. All right. And we are heading that way. E79. We made a right-hand turn when we came out there when we should have turned left. But we are on the right path now. But it looks like we still have a little bit of a walk to get to E79. Beautiful day, but we're stuck inside an airport in what the people of Toronto would think, well, it's the center of the universe. And we're there. So, I'm now on the plane. I am sitting in 14A. This is premium economy. It's a little wider seat, a little more luxurious. It reclines a little bit better. We've got a little better TV and so forth, and a little better food. Flight will be approximately 13 hours. We're off to Narita, Japan. So I'm now in Tokyo. A very long flight. 13 hours. It's a good flight, but again, we now have another 6 hours to Bangkok. 2/3 through the trip. Well, that's not true, because once we get to Bangkok, we stay overnight at Bangkok, and then of course we have to get to Don Muang Airport and get on another plane to Nan. So it's an adventure. So I'm about an hour and 18 minutes out of Bangkok. We've been in the plane now for 5.5 hours. This leg of the trip, I basically slept because my internal clock is completely screwed up. Of course, pretty much everyone here on this plane is doing the same thing. We almost call it the red eye. Lots to do when I first land. Of course, get my baggage, have to change my phone over. I have to get some money. Then, of course, I've got to make my way down to the taxi, get a taxi to my hotel room. So yes, lots to do. So we've been in the air for 4 hours and 17 minutes. Well, and the third leg of the trip is just about done. I'm at the Don Muang domestic airport. I flew into Savanabon last night. We got in shortly after midnight. I didn't do any videotaping at that particular time, simply because I was very tired. And when I went to pick up the bags, there was one bag missing. And as it turns out, the good news is the bag's in the center of the universe. And for those that are in the need to know, the center of the universe apparently is Toronto. So when we got to Toronto, they moved the one bag over to the next plane, but they didn't move the second one. So it's flying in tonight, and I've arranged for them to send it on to Nan. We are staying in Nan for 2 days. So today is the last flight of my 4 flights to get to Pear Province, to home to Katai. And she's already driving to Nan from our home. Takes an hour and a half. And I'm sitting here at the airport. My flight is at 5 o'clock and it's 1:30. So I'm going to have another boring day at the airport. Well, made it to Nan. Just waiting for the baggage to come out. Of course, almost all of us made it to Nan, but we're still missing a bag. I did get a message. Hopefully it will be here tomorrow night. That would be very good, especially because it may very well have my good laptop in it. Wouldn't want to lose my old laptop either. So anyway, as soon as we get some baggage, I'm sure there's a very anxious lady over there at the exit waiting to see me. She's finally come to pick me up. She's so happy to see me. So happy to see me. Except, take a look around. The airport's closed, locked. I'm the last one here. They're starting to think, do you have a place to go? So we're at the Casa Floresta. I'll show you later tomorrow when it's daylight, but this is the room. Beautiful room. Just by chance I picked it. I kind of like the review on Google, so I picked it. I think it's about 1,200 baht a night. We're here for 2 nights. At least that's what I thought. The next morning, things took a turn. Well, I guess this is not something you would expect to see. It's been quite an interesting first few days back in Thailand. As you know, the first upset was losing our bag in Toronto, the center of the universe. And that was fine. We have that bag back now after a lot of unfortunate mishaps. And then, of course, on day 4, I decided that I need to have a heart attack. And so now I'm in the hospital. I've been here for not quite 24 hours. I've been here maybe about 20 hours. I'm feeling much better. If you take a look up there, those numbers all look good. But basically what happened was I was trying to sleep and I couldn't sleep. And I thought maybe it was just because I was overtired and the jet lag was causing the problem. But every time I tried to sleep and calm myself down, it just wasn't happening because my heart was racing. And as it turned out, I have water in my lungs and fluid, and with the heart racing. And so yesterday morning, it was I knew it was evident that there was something seriously wrong. So Katai and I got into the car and made our way to the Nan hospital, and here I am. Wow, first few days in Thailand is quite an adventure. Of course, it was interesting when we first went into the hospital and sat down, and I tried to explain what was going on. I went to sit down, and before I actually sat down, they put a pulse monitor on my finger, and they immediately put me to a gurney because, as we all know, I'm not a little guy, and the last thing they want to do is try and pick up a dead slab off the floor. So they got me on a gurney as fast as they could, and of course that's when everything started. They pulled me in. They pulled off my clothes. They started attaching all the wires, and basically they had to use paddles to stop the heart rate that was racing, and but remember my motto: don't give up. And here we are. I know that I'm going to be here for a few more days, and putting up with a very hard bed. I thought Thai beds were hard, but this is an understatement. But we persevere, and in the midst of it, I had to hand in my passport, and somehow it got dropped, lost somehow, and for most of the day today we were concerned that I no longer had a passport. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this isn't getting any better. How could it ever get any worse? But fortunately, about 4 or 5 hours later, the administration found a passport, and we managed to get that back. So, okay, other than all these things that are happening, eventually we'll be out doing what we always do, making films to entertain you. All right. Bye for now. And remember, don't give up. There's my beloved. Not going to leave my side. It's quite peaceful in here. You can see all the noise that's going on. I don't even notice the snoring. Except for when an alarm goes off every once in a while. Just a little 24-hour update. I'm still here. That's a good thing. Actually, I'm feeling considerably better. You look up there, that's a lot more stable. So I got some amenities. Katai bought me a nice mattress topper. So the bed is a little more comfortable. And of course I have my pillow. So, all in all, a much better improved 24 hours. Did a echocardiogram today. That was an adventure. They took me out and put me on a gurney that, well, I didn't quite fit on. So, it was like I was being put in jail because there was no way I could get out of that. And I went for a journey through the whole hospital. And at some points I was outside and some points back inside. But at any rate, I got to wherever they went to do the echocardiogram. Results are a little lower than the last one, which was 39%. Now it's 36%. I'm not complaining, I think I'm very lucky and very fortunate to be where I am right now. Also, I want to point out that there's 3 wards on this floor, this wing, and we're in the center ward, and this is the only ward that has air conditioning. So, yeah, I'm pretty lucky in that respect too. Anyway, we'll probably have a little chat tomorrow. Bye for now. So we've completed the 3rd day. Again, it's around 12:30 at night. Nice and quiet, other than the snoring. I was under the impression that I was going to be leaving here tomorrow. The doctor told me today that, maybe 2 more days, maybe more, maybe less. I said, okay, well, I guess we'll see how that works. They did a chest x-ray to see how much fluid was in the lungs. And of course, they haven't told me. I said, yeah, I would imagine that the doctor will tell me tomorrow that there indeed is still fluid in my lungs, and I'll be here for several more days, doing a little update every night until such time as I can get out of here. It's Thursday night, day 4. Still here. Feeling much better. Hoping very much that tomorrow will be the final day and we'll get out of here. Certainly more mobile now. The big thing was, of course, water in the lungs. And, like I say, that's slowly being taken care of, and, we're very optimistic. I must say it's been quite a interesting adventure, being here. Apparently I'm the only Farang in the hospital. I guess that makes me a little bit of a celebrity. And of course, the food has been, hospital food is pretty much the same everywhere everywhere in the world. That's all I have to say about that. But one of the great things is we're in Thailand, and Kantai has brought me some absolute amazing food, from just down the street. So, like I say, soon, I'm hoping tomorrow we're out of here. We'll finally make our way to back home in prayer, and this will be the end of our adventure to go from Canada to pray. So stay tuned. We're still on it. Well, 7 days since I landed back in Thailand. Flew to Nan. Next day, of course, had a heart attack. Now I've been in the hospital here for basically just short of 6 days. I'm feeling fine. I'm ready to go home. I had a little conversation with the warden this morning. So whether or not I'm out of here tomorrow or not, I don't know. But, like I say, another day gone by, this happened about an hour ago. The gentleman beside me was fast asleep, and he got roosted, and they packed him up and they took him out. And I thought, you going home? You going home at 11 o'clock at night? Anyway, shortly after that, they brought in a new guy. And this is the new guy beside me. There he is there. And I just want to point out that Mr. Spock is not correct. Maybe in the 24th century, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. But the first thing that happened is they turned off the air conditioners, they opened up the windows, and we turned on the fans. So I guess apparently the air conditioning for this one guy is not a good thing, and therefore the rest of us are now going to suffer. So here in Thailand in 2024, the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the few. Anyway, I really hope I'm not going to have this make another video tomorrow night, but I can't be sure. Till then. that's it. We're out of here. Doctor said bye. We got just waiting for Katai to pick up the pills for our prescription to last us for a week before we go to Chiang Mai and see the cardiologist. So I'm just sitting outside. It's not raining yet, you know, but it's supposed to rain soon. So there you go. It's Saturday. It's been a whole week since I landed in Thailand. What could go wrong? Well, you know, hope you enjoyed this video, you know, more than I enjoyed enduring it. And the next videos will be hopefully on a much more upbeat and fun basis. And until then, remember, don't give up.